These things are called the names of the letters. But when we do the sound of the letter, we have different names. So these are just names of the letters. Jim, Jim, Ha, Kho, Del, Zal, Ro, Zal, Sin, Shin, Sod. Did you hear the bounce at the end? Yeah. Sod, Bod, Bo. When you see my lips are circled, you need to do this heavy sound with this. Bo, Ayn, Ghayn, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Nun, Ha, Waw. It's not wow. It's just wow. Yeah. Waw. Hamza. Yeah. Okay, ahsan, mashallah. So we'll start doing, inshallah, this. It will be like a game. I'll tell you. After we do all this now together, I'm going to point to three letters and ask one of you to connect them together and say like the three letters. Okay? But before this, let's practice what we have done before. Ba fatha ba. Ba kasra bi. Ba dhamma bu. Ba bibu. Da titu. Fa fitu. Na ni nu. Ya you. Okay, ready? I'm going to like, okay, who would like to start? Go first? Would you like to go first? Okay. Say again, faster. Fatina. Okay, good. Mashallah. Okay. Would like to say this? Okay, say this. Good, mashallah. Okay, I choose. Okay. Through it should be, as you know, like should be faster than this because when we do the long sounds, we do this. Okay.
Oh, sorry, you.
One last thing. Okay. Now you hear me say. Okay. One more time, faster. That's you, mashallah. I believe you did the homework, mashallah. Very good. Okay, so let's read these words together. So, who would like to say this word? Noon, dhamma, waw. Okay, good. I mean, say this the way we do this. Noon, dhamma, waw. Noon, fathana. When you stop, you say the fatha. Okay, I will say it and say after you. Noon, dhamma, waw, noon, fathana. Noona. Okay, good. All of you will say inshallah. Like before we start every class, all of you have to practice with us. Okay, please. On the top, yes. What is the sound from Imam? No, also no. Same thing.
Okay.
Two counts. No is longer than it should be. Nuna. Good, mashallah. This is a very common part of many words here. Nun, dhamma, nun, fatha, alif, na. Nuna. Perfect, mashallah. This. Okay. Okay.
Noon kasra ya. Oh, noon ya. Noon kasra ya. Noon alif na.
Nun, fatha.
Noon fatha. La. Noon nina.
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 Good, ahsant, mashallah. Okay. Can you say this?
نون حسن نون حسن
Nun, fatha, alif.
نون فتح ألفنا لما
MashaAllah, very good, okay? I'm going to give this sister, okay?
Ba kasra ya di nun fatha alif na bina.
Ahsant, mashallah. Okay, sister? Did you say it before or?
Sorry.
با كسرة با
Kasra is
با كسرة بي
just one count. B.
با كسرة بي
Still long. Shorter, yeah. So,
با كسرة بي
MashaAllah, good.
نون ألف
Nun, fatha, alif.
نون فتح ألف نا بينا
Bina. MashaAllah, very good. Okay. This is? Did you say ta or ba? Okay, this is ba. Ta has two dots here at the top. Okay, good, mashallah. Go on. Ahsant, mashallah, very good. Okay. I can't hear you. Sorry.
Nun fatha.
Long.
Oh, nun dhamma. Nun
Noon.
nun. Ba alif
Ba, fatha, alif.
alif ba alif ba
Fatha, alif.
fatha alif ba ba ba
Longer?
nun
No, nu is short. Ba is long. Nu ba. Okay, mashallah, ahsan. Very good. Okay, so. Okay, Salah Rasulillah. Can anyone of you please read the intention for the word? Okay, put the reading, please. Thank you.
The messenger of Allah said, the one who is proficient in the recitation of the Qur'an will be the honorable and obedient angel. And he who recites the Qur'an and finds it difficult to recite, doing his best to recite it in the best way possible, will have a
Okay, so here, we all here have, inshallah, the number. And believe me, every time you spend learning or studying by your own Arabic letters, trying to practice, watching videos, all these things considered under this hadith. You don't have to read like the actual Quran, open it and read it. But on the way to read Quran, everything you're doing to learn Quran like eventually, then inshallah you're getting the same word and maybe more, depending on your intention, inshallah. Today's, like these are the groups of letters that I have done before, that Nun and Alif, as you know, the long vowels. This is the set of letters of today's. Okay, before I write them or I say anything, I'm going to say the letters and I want you to try them down, the sound that you hear from me in English. Okay? So I'm going to say the letter and just write it down. Okay? Jim, Write it the way you heard it from me. Using English letters.
Using English letters?
Yeah, in English letters. Ha. This could be drawn much better, I think. Can't try to have. Let's see. Music. Ha. It comes from the throat here, like when you are tired. Ha. Okay, write it down, please. Then the last letter is Ho. Yes, thank you, mashallah. Good. So, without looking here, let me. These are the three letters that I have just said. We have two of them with dots because you need to know which one with dot and which one doesn't have dot. So, I'm going to say them and you try to guess which one has the dot without looking in the paper or looking at anything. Okay? Ha. Does it have a dot? Good. And even the sound of ha is very light. It doesn't have any strong sound. So it has no dots. Jim. Which one?
In the middle.
In the middle here. Or here. So this is Jim. When you say Jim, you feel like I'm trying to just connect the letter to the sound. Like there is a dot, like the sound comes from the middle of your mouth. Okay? Kho. Top. It comes from the top of the throat here. Kho. Okay? Jim, ha, kho. Say them. Okay. Jim, ha, kho. These are the names of the letters. The sound would be just using the first sound of the name, then we connect it to the vowels a, I, U. Okay? So, as you know, who could tell me the rule of writing the beginning, middle, end of the word? You know Arabic? All words in Arabic have to be connected. It can't be written separately. So, there is a rule I told you about this way of writing. So, do you remember it? Yeah. Okay, okay.
Beginning, middle, and end. It's just a little bit different.
Beginning
Yeah.
and middle exactly the same, only you have to draw the line that connects it to the previous letter. The end is exactly like the regular or independent way, only you have to have the same line. It doesn't matter if it is long line or short. It doesn't matter, but it has to be a line here to connect this letter with the previous one. So these have the same shape like this one, and these two have the same shapes. Okay? So let's practice them again. Jim, ha, kho. Do you know that in Qur'an we use some ayat are using the names of the letters? Like Sad, Alif, Lam, Mim. So knowing the names help also as well as knowing the sounds. Okay, let me ask you, which one, can you let me know, which one is ha?
Middle.
Second one, good. Can you say which one is kho? No, this is her.
All the way from the bottom.
Yeah, and Jim, of course, is this one. So, the point of articulation of these letters, whatever I write here in this part of the word or this table, you don't have to write it down, you don't have to even remember it, just it helps you not for now to pronounce it correctly. So, if you write it, it's like an extra thing for yourself. So the point of articulation, I'm going to say them in the way in Arabic always when we try to pinpoint the articulation point, we do this way. I say that like aj, and so on. So I'm gonna say them, you repeat it after me, and try to find out how do you form this sound, okay? Aj. Okay? What happened? Aj. Okay, say it strongly. Yeah, so what happens inside your mouth? Your teeth, your tongue, like let's connect things with the tongue. Your tongue is touching where?
The back of the teeth.
The back of the teeth or
The roof of your mouth. Palate.
the palate, yeah. Yes, what else?
Pushing your lips forward.
Yeah, good. So number one, you're pushing the lips edge. The lips are pushed this way. Number two, your tongue from the middle is lifted a little bit up and touching the palate, the soft palate. Edge. Okay? And you hear a sound of D sound, like G plus D. You have these two sounds when you say the G. Edge. Okay? So now who can tell me exactly from where do you pronounce the G? Edge. Just say it again, the way you feel it. Okay, can you say it please? From where?
From the middle?
Yeah. And you have to have the D sound. Edge. Say it again. Edge. Okay, good. So this is the G. You could write here like the middle of the tongue. Touching almost touching. It doesn't have to touch it, but very close to the roof of the mouth. This one. Okay, edge. Say it one more time. Edge. Okay, and when we come to the characteristics, you will figure out more things about you. From where? The throat. We have three different levels in Arabic. Like three types of letters are pronounced from the throat. From here, the middle, and the top. Comes from where?
The bottom.
Yeah, almost like the middle here, like this part. So do you remember how do we form the sounds? The flow where it comes from here, and then the articulation point is the point that you stop the flow of the air. So when you say you should feel here, like you put your finger here, and you should feel like there is a kind of, not vibration, but something is stopping the air here. Okay? Can you say it again? Yeah. And this letter, as you see, let me ask you something, like I like this part of Arabic. How do you feel about this letter? There's something in Arabic called feelings of the letters. Each letter has like an effect on your feelings when you say it. This is why Qur'an has a spiritual effect on us. Because there is kind of, the letters themselves are very, very different than any other letter. So, ha gives you the feeling of what? Just, I want to hear you. Relief. Relief means raha. Did you hear the ha? Yes, good. What else? Softness is hanan. Good. You see, ha. This is the way you feel Arabic. What else?
Exhale.
I don't find a word, but yes. It feels the same thing because it could be like raha. The same thing with like raha. Very good, yeah. Don't you feel like comes from like love, for example?
Yeah.
From deep feelings like harara.
Yeah.
All this, when you are hot, when you feel hot, you feel har.
Yeah.
This is Arabic. What I really love about Arabic is so this is ha. Okay, say it again one more time. Good. This one. Oh, hold on. So from where we said the middle of the throat. Okay. This letter. So don't forget the name of the letter is kha, but when we pinpoint the letter, we have to do the sound at the beginning. So this is comes from where? Yeah, it's like you're cleaning your throat. Right? Like that. So how do you feel about the word
Not so good.
You know the word like this itself, when we say it in Arabic, like, it's kind of
Yeah.
So this is what else? Kha gives you the feeling of what?
Clearing your throat.
Clearing the throat, yeah. Okay, what else? Pain. Yeah, pain, yes, correct. Okay.
Is it like frustration?
Yeah. Okay, how much word is it? But kha, like many words, when you do the word kha, you feel it is strong. So it gives you like kind of strong meanings or strong words. Like kharoof is sheep, yeah. Kharoof is okay, so let's say them again. Jim, ha, kha. So comes from the top of the throat here, the nearest part from the throat to the mouth. Okay. You know the word, for example, khilaf, like when people like have problems between each other, is khilaf. So the kha gives like the ha is for nice feelings or soft feelings. Kha is something the opposite. Okay. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's have a briefly talk about the characteristics. When you see Jim, do you remember we have three main characteristics we are always using them? Do you remember them? The short and the long. Some of the letters could be, the sound could be cut very shortly, or some of them could be pronounced for a long time, and we would see them now. And some of them are, this is short and long. This is soft and heavy. Some of them we smile when we say them, some of them we circle our lips when we say them. And bouncing, this kind of added sound, and or whisper. Like you do bounce is a heavy whisper. Like instead of saying at is at. So bounce is at. Whisper is at. A soft bounce. So these are the three groups that we're going to use always as characteristics. So I'm gonna say Jim, and you try to tell me what is the characteristic, like depending on these three things here. Okay, Ajib. So is it short or long? Yeah. So you can say Aj for a long time. It can be pronounced like that. Then number two, Ajib. Did I circle my lips or almost smile? Do you hear a soft or a heavy sound? Heavy. Okay. Let me say it again. Ajib. It is soft. It's not ajo. It's not this way. It's ajib like that. Okay. So it is soft. I should change one of these S's. Like let's have this one as F. F soft. Okay. Then ajib. Is it a bounce or a whisper? Ajib. Bounce. Very clearly bounce. So Jim, when you say Jim in this way, not jajiju in this way, ajib, it has to be a bounce and soft, and as you see it is for a short time. Long, of course. Yeah. Then soft. Yeah, long from here, then soft from here. Then do we do bounce or whisper? You see, like there's a kind of yeah. Then long or short? Long. Heavy or soft? Heavy. Yeah. So there is nothing in Arabic called kha. Many people say kha, but it is wrong. There is nothing in Arabic called kha. It is kho. It has to be this heavy sound. Say it again. Kho. Once you come to kho, you have to circle your lips and curve your tongue so you have this heavy sound. Good. And does it have a whisper or bounce? Now that. Yeah, no, not all the letters have to have the same characteristics. It depends. So it does have any. So let's practice from here. Okay, we do from the right side here. Of course, you know Arabic is written from the right to left. Okay. So Jim Fatha Ja. Jim Fatha Ja. How do you say that Fatha sound? By? Tell me like the definition of Fatha is to open. Okay. And Dhamma? circle. And kasra? Smile or good smile is yes, correct. And also you could say something else which is lower your jaw. Correct. Jim fatha ja. Jim dhamma ju. Jaju. Jim kasra ji. Jaju ji. You feel the jim is like it has this G sound separating the sound. Ha fatha ha. Ha dhamma hu. Ha hu. Ha kasra hi. Ha hu hi. Kha fatha kha. Kha dhamma khu. Kha khu. Kha kasra khi. Kha khu khi. So I'll say kha again, and I told you kha you should, it's a heavy sound, so you should circle lips. How would you combine between circling the lips and having the kasra, which is smiling? So you need to do both. So you do this way to be khi. It doesn't have to be like this difficult, but you just need to know that kasra has to be kasra. Don't say khi like this heavy way. It has to be softer a little bit. Khi. Okay? So one more time. Jajuji. Ha hu hi. Kha hu hi. Very good. I could keep saying long salah. Do you need the board? Now we have this paper with you, correct? You will have it? Okay. Before I start from here, I'm going to write the long vowels. جيم فتحة ج. جيم فتحة ألف. Okay, I'm gonna say the name here, then you say the sound, okay? جيم ضمة. No, don't say after me, just say the sound. جيم ضمة. جيم ضمة واو. جيم كسرة. جيم كسرة يا. ح فتحة. ح شو ح فتحة ألف. ح ضمة. ح ضمة واو. ح كسرة. ح كسرة يا. خ فتحة. خ خ فتحة خ. Say it again. خ فتحة خ. Okay, say it again, yeah.
Why isn't it ha?
What is the difference?
Well, when you say whole,
Yeah.
instead of ha.
Yeah, because it's heavy. This is the difference between the soft sounds and the heavy ones. Kho, your tongue should be having this shape.
What's it?
Like this is the
But you
lips
have a
here.
fatha on that, so I thought that was a ha.
Fatha is kho, not kha.
Ah, okay.
So you say the correct sound of fatha, but the sound of the kha should be heavy.
Oh,
Okay?
sorry.
Because you should have this shape, or your tongue should be having this shape. Kho, fatha, kho. Okay, I'm just repeating it so you know one more time. Kha fatha kha. Kha fatha alif. Kha. Kha dhamma. خا ضم واو